sweet friends, it's Cynthia from the blog createwithcynthia.com, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm showing off a spring pillow that I created on a Facebook Live video last month. On this channel, I like to share DIY home decor projects with a seasonal flair and vintage furniture makeovers, and sometimes a little bit about my family of 5. For this project, you need a pillow case, and I used a canvas cotton pillow form from IKEA. And I'm also using essential stencils and a Maker Studio gel art ink.
I like to get the girly pillows from IKEA. They're like $5, and then you can also get the inserts for $5. This is going to be a decorative pillow. I probably won't wash it, but the nice thing about the gel art inks is you can wash them. What you want to do is, after you have decorated your pillow and after it has dried, you can heat set it with an iron. Don't steam, just a hot iron. You want to heat set it for about 5 minutes. About 3 to 5 minutes. Just keep the iron on the fabric that has the ink on it. And that will set the ink into the fabric, and then when you wash, you don't have any, your pillow will come out looking pretty. They suggest that you wash in cold water and that you don't put it in the dryer. But for me, when I make decorative pillows, a lot of times I just put them away after the end of the season and don't bother with washing them. So the girlies are good pillowcases to use. But I wanted to do a white pillow, and I found this one in my stash. I'm not sure what the brand is. I think I probably got it from Home Goods is what I'm thinking. So what I was going to do today, which I thought would be cute, is I'm going to do this Let's Go on an Adventure stencil. Let's Go on an Adventure Together stencil. And then I've got this little bike here with the heart. What I was going to do is I was going to cover up the heart. Now, this is a way that you can kind of mix and match stencils. So what I'm going to do is I want to use this Let's Go on an Adventure Together Easter mini set. And they have these really cute, little carrots. Isn't that cute? And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have the carrots sticking out of the bicycle basket right there. Just kind of a way to mix and match your stencils to create one-of-a-kind, unique projects. If you watch if you go to the Essential Stencils Facebook page, I did a live for them on Thursday, which was yesterday, and I made cards, Easter cards for family and friends. And I used this little, I think it's 7-pack. So they always give you a free stencil, which is why kind of nice. You get like the regular 6-pack and then they add something onto it, which is kind of nice. When you're going to be stenciling and using fabric, I'm just going to use this paper, because I forgot to grab my parchment paper. But the ink could leak through the pillowcase. So you want to put something inside. So that if my ink leaks through, it won't leak through to the back. It will leak onto the paper. I'm going to go that way. Okay. Now when I'm working with stencils, I usually try and so I'm thinking about the pillow. I have the zipper down here, which means I'm going to be working upside down so that you guys can see me. I like to use my frog tape to hold my stencil in place because it helps to not shift. There's many different ways you can stencil. There's different techniques, I should say. I'm going to go about right there. There's a pouncing technique. There is a swirling technique. You can use a paintbrush, you can use a stencil brush, you can use little makeup pads if you want, which I might use. But my suggestion is, if you're going to invest in some stencils, invest in the brushes. Essential Stencils These are last year's stencil brushes. The key to a good stencil brush is it's got a flat surface. That is kind of the key. And depending upon your fabric, the swishing motion might work or the pouncing method might work best. So what I always like to do is, and I've practiced a lot, is practice on a piece of fabric first. So if this was the first time I'd ever done fabric, I'd probably grab some drop cloth, set it down, and determine if the swishing motion or the pouncing motion was going to work. The key to stenciling is don't use a lot of paint. That's kind of the key. So you don't want a lot on your brush, because if you put too much on your brush, then you're going to get the bleed through. So with the fabric here, I'm going to swirl. So I always like to just kind of hold down the stencil, and then what I do is I put my brush onto the fabric and I swirl like that. It is super easy, it's super fast. If you have any spillage, you know, like any spots where you spill, there's usually some ways that you can just kind of correct those mistakes by just adding more color and such like that. Okay, I can take a peek and see that I need to do a little bit more around this basket here. I wanted to make sure that the wheels, oh, it looks so cute. Okay, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. There is that's the beginning. I'm not done yet. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some carrots into the basket here. So it looks like the carrots are coming out of the basket, like he's coming home on the bicycle from the farmer's market or the grocery store. Doing the greenery on the carrot is going to be like gray color. Let's see if I can add some blue. Okay, so I'm going to put a flower in here. I'm going to just do it right. Okay. So you can stencil a couple different ways. I'm going to use a makeup brush because, and I'm going to pounce on here. And I wanted to let my viewers know that if you buy any essential stencils, just you can go to their website directly or you can go through my website, but if you buy anything there, you'll get 10% off if you use the code CWC. Create with Cynthia, CWC. So for this project, I used essential stencils. Let's go on an adventure. And normally there's a heart in the basket, and instead I took the carrot patch stencil and the bloom stencil, and I added a little bit of carrots and flowers to the bicycle. Actually, I think I'm going to do this little butterfly right there. Okay, that's okay. Okay, there's my little butterfly. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Now go out there and create something.
All of the products used on this DIY home decor project can be purchased on my website at createwithcynthiashop.com. Don't forget to use code CWC when purchasing Essential Stencils for 10% off. I hope you enjoyed my home decor DIY project. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.